ready for game day, Keith?
Oh, yes, I am, Jones. In fact, I was so ready, I thought yesterday was game day. I was like, it's a quick week, but it's not that quick.
No, it's true.
Yeah, by the end of the show, I was like, can't wait to go home and watch the game. I was like, well, I got to wait another night. But here we are. Today is the day. It is a quick week, short week, but yeah, very excited. I don't typically like Thursday Night Football. You know me. I like the games on Sunday and one on Monday. It's marquee Monday game. I like that.
Yeah, you're a traditionalist.
Thursday game, not for me, but I do watch every single week, including every second tonight. So here we are. But yeah, I'm ready to go.
They got the sweet uniforms tonight, too.
I love these bad boys.
I am excited for.
Release these into the wild. I don't understand why the NFL won't let the Jets also wear theirs. Not that theirs are great, but just wouldn't you put both new ones together? But regardless, the Jets are wearing, I guess, their regular ones, and then the Pats get to wear the Nor'easters, which looks sick.
Well, it's funny. You we forgot to ask Hunter Henry about it. We asked Milton Williams about it last week. We forgot to ask Hunter Henry, so that's on us. But we asked him on yesterday.
Yeah.
On it wasn't a Patriots Friday, but we had him on before the game, as we typically do. Patriots Friday tomorrow, as we've all lost track of what day it is of the week. But we asked him, we're like, what do you think of these uniforms? They're like, they're pretty sweet. It's like, yeah. What do you think? Are you pretty excited? It seems like they're excited to wear them, almost to a man. But then it wasn't exactly the most elaborate answer yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with Big Mike. Big Mike might have had some other things on his mind yesterday.
I think they're gonna look good, play good tonight, though. Is what I think.
I agree. That white helmet looks nice. Now, if I could, in my dream, if I'm wishing here, if I'm making a Christmas list,
sure,
I want the Pat Patriot helmet. I want a full-size Pat Patriot helmet. I don't know what I would do with it, but I do want that. I think if I was gonna have one with the flying Elvis on it, it'd be this version of it.
Yeah.
If I had to have this logo, it would be the all white, the icy white.
Looks nice.
Oh, my God.
Icy white,
yeah,
icy blue.
Yeah.
And I do like that.
It's good stuff.
You can jump in, 617-779-7937. All your thoughts on Pats and Jets tonight on Thursday Night Football. Interact, Twitter and Instagram, at Jones and Keefe. You can watch along and chat. Twitch.tv/Boston WEEI. Always, and I mean always, a healthy chat going on Twitch. Same on YouTube. Healthy chat there. You can watch as well. Just subscribe to WEEI. With the Patriots tonight, you know what we're getting, Keefe?
What are we getting? Oh, keys a day early.
Keefe's keys to Pats and Jets on a Thursday. That comes your way at 1 o'clock. Not only the keys, we're also going to go on the clock in 60 seconds, tell you how the Pats and Jets game is going to go tonight. Plus, we have a Key for Madness for you at 12:45. Stay tuned for that. I don't want to call it a trap game because I don't think it's a trap game for the Patriots. I don't view it that way.
No.
The Jets are horrible. They've ripped their team apart. I know they've won 2 in a row, but honestly, I think that works against them. If they came in hungry
defeated, or just looking for a win, then maybe they'd have a little more life to them.
Honestly, they were probably afraid they were going to go winless. Like deep down in the corners of that locker room, they were probably looking at the team going, we might go winless this year. Winning 2 games in a row is already a giant win for them. They have to come here on a short week against a quality Patriots team. I don't think it's a trap game.
Yeah.
But I know some out there do. Do you think there's any chance the Patriots slip up against this Jets team tonight?
No, not really. I think the Jets are so bad, and I guess you would just say, well, maybe the quirkiness of a quick turnaround, right? Thursday Night Football. Well, it's also a quick turnaround for the Jets. They're not coming off a bye. They just played. They got a win in which their quarterback threw for 54 yards in the whole game.
It's crazy. He does that way too often.
And there was one 42-yard catch and run by the running back. He didn't barely throw for any yards. It was a 1970s high school team. That's the kind of offense that they had. They were just we don't even throw it. So I don't think so. Thursday night, I guess, would be the only maybe weird outlier. But we talked about the other day how, sometimes, division games or division opponents, teams that really know each other really well, kind of wonky things happen. Good example of the Dolphins last week. The Dolphins beat the Bills. But I look at it very differently because the Dolphins had Mike McDaniel and Tua for the last several years. The Bills have had Josh Allen and Sean McDermott for the last several years. So even though we both view the Bills as a lot better than the Dolphins, that might be the time where something can go screwy and the underdog wins. This one I look differently. The 2 franchises are in the same division, but you have new head coaches on both sides. You have new coaching staffs. You have a ton of new players, including the quarterback for the Jets as opposed to a year ago. So I don't even look at it like that. I just think this is more here's a good team. Here's one of the 10 really good teams in the league versus one of the 10 really bad teams in the league. The spread would tell you the same thing. It's up to 12.5 now. So it might not be the prettiest game in the world, but I don't I really am not worried about them losing the game.
Me neither. Good point by, I think it was Rather Be Golfing in the Twitch chat. Even if the Jets somehow have a chance to win late, they'll blow it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
like, they might have a chance to cover. I don't know if they have a chance to win.
I don't think there's any chance they lose this game. If they happen to win it the way the Broncos won on Thursday Night Football last week, we came in and ripped the Broncos the next day. We're like, the AFC is wide open. Pats have a shot at the 1 seed. Then they came out and beat Tampa, and I feel like they are in the driver's seat for the 1 seed. But the way we talked about Denver last week in like an ugly, ugly win over the Raiders, or the way we talked about Denver, quite frankly, in a bunch of these games. They barely beat the Jets. Another game where Fields threw for no yards in London or Berlin or wherever the hell they were. It was an early morning Sunday game, international game. Like, I'll come in and talk about the Patriots the same way. This is a team you should not just beat. This is a team you should blow out, dominate, run away from. Drake May probably shouldn't finish the game. Like, he was talking earlier in the week about, I enjoy being in victory formation. That's the thing I'm most proud of. The guy in victory formation this week should be Josh Dobbs. Like, you should you should take
Give him a couple snaps.
You should take care of this team so handily that Drake May puts up a dominant, feather in his cap, national audience, MVP type performance where he throws for 300 yards for the first time in his career and 4 touchdowns or something like that. It doesn't need to be those numbers.
Yeah.
But he should have that sort of game, statement game for him and the Patriots tonight. That's what it should be. It should not be eke it out, hang on for your dear life like the Broncos and Raiders last week. And if that does happen, I'll say the exact same thing about the Pats that we said about the Broncos last week. I'll be disappointed, and I'll have some questions coming out of the game.
It does feel like the Patriots are going to lose again, but it can't, like, this week. It can't
not to this team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it can't be this week. And they play this team twice. Like, that's part of the rest of the way. But, I mean, an 8-game winning streak, which is what it would be if they win tonight, is, like, wildly impressive. And so they get to 8 straight wins. That's awesome. I know people are saying, all that matters is the winning. But if you want to go like to the aside and talk about like the Drake May MVP push, this is another one where you go out there, don't turn it over, add a couple more touchdowns to your pile, add another win to your win total. Like, that helps, right? Like, no one's going to look back on it and be like, remember the time you beat the Jets? But if it's 2 touchdowns, no picks, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and it just goes into the efficient, back to the 100 quarterback rating, like all that stuff that you look back at the end of the season, let's see what he does. Like, last week, his completion percentage was the lowest of the season. So does that turn around? Is he back in the 70s? Which is crazy to say, but that's sort of modern NFL. Like, does he complete 75% of his passes, and you're sort of like back on track with that little stretch that he was on, which I think is very realistic. And it's as much to do with how well the Pats have been playing as it does the Jets are one of the 5 worst teams in football. Like, they're terrible. And they got
bad. Worse.
I was going to say, they were bad with Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams, and now you take those 2 guys away, and they're real bad. They might have, and I like Justin Fields, or I should say I liked Justin Fields. Do they have the worst quarterback play in the NFL? It's got to be on the short list.
They might. I'm a Justin Fields guy. It's pretty hard to defend what he's done this year.
Well, considering 3 of his last 4 games, he's thrown for 45, 46, and 54 yards, probably.
That is poor. That is poor. Like, if Drake May does that in a quarter, you're like, what?
So Nick, do you have the game log in front of you?
I do.
He got hurt against Buffalo, right? But he played most of that game. What did he throw for in the Buffalo game?
27 yards, completed 27% of his passes.
He played most of that game.
27%?
He left at halftime.
No, later.
Was it later?
It was absolutely later than that. Yeah.
He threw 27 yards? Jesus.
Keefe, I turned on. I think we talked about this on the air. The game against Denver, I forget where Kat and I were, but we were out of town. We came back, and I flipped the game on and midway through the third quarter. And they said, I hadn't even looked at any of the stats yet. I just walked into the house, I turned the game on, and they said something on the broadcast like Fields has thrown for 34 yards today. Like something like that. And I was like, for the game?
Yeah.
It was all in the first half because he had 0 yards in the second half going into the fourth quarter.
Wait, which one is this game you're
I'm talking about the Denver game.
London game?
Yes.
Yeah, because they were still in that game, right? And that's also what we used against the Broncos. It's like, are you serious with this Broncos team? They almost won the game.
Yeah.
He was 9 of 17 passing.
The Jets were actively trying to lose. They ran 4 minutes off the clock at the end of the first half purely by running the ball, and they went for it on 4th down and didn't do anything.
This team is horrul, okay? This team
and he's not even running like he should be. Right? It's not even that. It's not even like a college quarterback where you're like, well, the guy's going to run for, $110 on the ground and a touchdown. He scored 2 rushing touchdowns week 1. He had a rushing touchdown week 3. Hasn't ran one in since. And the yards, he's running as much or less than Drake May even. And you're like, wait a minute. You're doing nothing.
That's what he does. If he's going to do anything, it's running. And why are you having him run less than Drake May?
The owner came out after one of the games and was like, it'd be really nice if we could complete a pass. And then you're like, oh, he's done. And then Tyrod Taylor gets hurt, and then they had to go right back to Fields.
He was very fortunate that Taylor got hurt because they were going to bench him. So anyway, that's the matchup tonight. I know some people out there think it's a trap game. Some people out there are nervous about it. Like, for instance, 617-779.
Nervous about the Jets.
793-7.
Like, come on.
As usual, you two are so positive for a win. I'm putting money on the Jets.
Good. Put it all on there.
To cover?
Not to win outright. Go ahead.
Go ahead and do that.
See how that goes.
What is the money line for the Jets?
Just be careful. Oh, money line Jets?
Minus 20,000 or plus 20,000.
It's like Buster Douglas.
Can't be that much.
I mean, listen, if you feel you get a hunch, bet a bunch. That's what they say.
I've heard that.
Yeah, they are plus 600 on the money line. Patriots are minus 900.
Look, that's juicy.
That's real juice.
Go ahead and bet that.
That's like
line.
a bozo parlay.
Plus 12.5 for the Jets, plus 100.
That'll be higher than our
It's
bozo.
similar to a bozo parlay.
I mean,
the Jets outright or 5 of our touchdown picks, which include Josh Jacobs.
Terp already locked in Josh. Plus 600 will be higher than our bozo touchdown.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, it will be. Probably, I'd imagine.
Terp's pick is going to sink the bozo parlay. It's going to be like plus 600 with our 4, and then Terp adds his Josh Jacobs, it'll be down to plus 400.
I also just love that text. You guys are so positive for a win. They've won 7 in a row.
How could we not be?
I feel like we've been picking them for wins a lot of weeks in a row, and they've been winning. So I don't quite know what you're talking about.
They're on a heater.
We both picked them last week against Tampa.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like, did you pick Tampa in that one? You
But
lost some money.
Honestly, what would that look like? To the person, and maybe he's just being sarcastic. I generally assume everyone's sarcastic all the time. But if the Jets win, what on God's green earth would have to happen in the game? So let's say this.
What happened last week? They got a punt return and a kick return.
Maybe.
Okay, thank you, Nick. That might be it.
And May gets hurt. Like, I mean, I don't know.
No. Yeah,
like
so
that.
extreme like that. So it'd be like it would be 2 special teams touchdowns. No, let's just play it out.
Yeah.
2 special teams touchdowns. Maybe the Jets' first drive they score because the Patriots do give up first drive scores all the time.
Happen, yeah.
So they score on the first drive, and then they score 2 special team touchdowns. So that's 21 points. So the Patriots offense not scoring 21 against the Jets? I mean,
stay tuned for On the Clock, but I think they're going to score quite a bit more than that.
Okay.
We got all your feedback again. Text line 617-779-7937. Bro, I think this is me. Stop saying it's going to be a bad game if May doesn't throw for 300 yards and 3-4 touchdowns.
I've never said 300 yards. In fact, he's never thrown for 300 yards.
I brought this up. I said if you want to have like a feather in your cap MVP type performance, those were the numbers I referenced.
Yeah.
I mean, if he throws for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns and lights up the Jets and they run all over them and they win going away, I won't say it's a bad game. No. I also wouldn't call it like a signature MVP type of game. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But he has the capabilities of doing it tonight. This should be a game where they win handily.
Well,
and if it's not, we'll talk about that too.
If you care, and we got text about this earlier this week, I don't care. I only want him to win the Super Bowl. I don't care about the MVP.
Yeah.
If you care, and we do, then lighting up the Jets and the Giants in a couple of weeks on national television, I mean, that would go a long way. That narrative matters. 5 touchdown games and massive individual
there is
performances.
That, I guess, right? Like,
that matters.
Like a 1:00 Sunday Jets game where you play well, that could get kind of lost in the sauce a little bit. But like tonight, even though it's not the best matchup that the NFL can put out there, it is Thursday Night Football, so you will have more eyes on it nationally. More of the
100%.
MVP voters are going to watch this than some of those other games.
Most of the country got Nance and Romo last week against Tampa.
Right.
Everybody's getting the game tonight, as long as you have Prime.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks, they're on Monday Night Football. So
they're locally televised when they're on Thursday Night Football.
Got it. So I meant the rest of the country.
Yeah, the rest of the country.
But you're going to have a lot of people with Drake May in their face, and if he underwhelms, that might hurt the MVP narrative. I also like this, 617-779-7937. I can't remember the last time I thought to myself, I agree with Jones. That is dangerous. The take is 100% accurate. If they're a legit team, and we think they are.
I would say they are.
They should dominate this Jets team. That is what they should do tonight. 617-779-7937. It's game day here on Jones and Keefe. We'll take your thoughts all day long. We will get to the Celtics with a win last night over the Memphis Grizzlies, a blowout win.
Yes, I heard you were there.
I was, well.
How about that?
I mean, not to
La-di-da.
Not to brag.
No, but
not only in the building, seat upgrades last night, Keith.
Seat upgrades?
Brag, bro.
Did you win the thing? They had the girl from Celtics.com was like, here he is. We're moving him up a couple rows.
No, trust me, I was singing along to the lyrics on the Jumbotron last night, but no, I was not upgraded for that reason.
Feet on the floor?
No.
Oh, you didn't have like Greg's.
But I think I could, I think I could, I could hit scowling his bald spot with like a spitball. I think I could have done that. Oh yeah, I think
that would have been good.
Yeah,
Get down there, you and Drew Carter. That would have been fun.
Yeah, I could have mixed it up. Right. So we'll get to the Celtics. We'll get to the Red Sox as well. Bradfo basically told us yesterday.
Oh, this was not good.
And I don't think he likes our characterization of it, but Bradfo basically told us yesterday Bregman's gone. So we have thoughts on that. I also like Scott Boras' stand-up routine yesterday, so we'll get into that.
God.
Plus some thoughts on Red Sox free agent and or trade targets to get to. All your phone calls again at 617-779-7937. A reminder, Football Talk on WEEI is presented by Paramount Plus. Streaming November 16th on Paramount Plus, Keefe. It's the return of Landman.
Nice.
Not the Landman.
No, but you're going to hear from him shortly.
Landman from Taylor Sheridan, the co-creator of Yellowstone. I don't need to tell you that.
No, I know.
Academy Award winner Billy Bob Thornton is back.
Nice.
Featuring Academy Award nominees Demi Moore.
Love her.
Andy Garcia.
Love him.
And Sam Elliott.
I love him too.
Landman, the new season is streaming November 16th, only on Paramount Plus.